Healthy Baby Network. Every mother, every baby.
I just feel like my health is everything.
It helped me, what it means to me, overall, just taking care of my well-being.
To me, it's just taking care of myself, mind, body, physical, mental, the whole thing, and just making sure that I'm okay and healthy so that I can make sure my kids are healthy.
Make sure that I'm healthy. Everything's okay where it needs to be, doing what it needs to be done.
The reason I see my primary care is, there might be certain issues that I may have, but I want to make sure everything remain on that level where, I don't have to, end up taking medicine, end up being hospitalized. And yeah, when I hear stories of other people, what they may be going through, that's kind of like encouraged me to want to go see the doctor and have something checked out.
My doctor personally it's a huge thing for me. And he's the one that tells me, that's why I go back. I go back when he tells me to make sure, we're getting older, I gotta make sure things are okay and not gonna be falling apart. And it's good for me to keep going so that it's possible to find anything if need be.
Yeah, my doctor, she talked to me like she knows me. Well, she does because she's been my doctor for a long time. So. I just don't, she know I don't like taking medicine. So she'll sit me down and explain to me what this medicine is. I'm very cautious about side effects and stuff like that. So she explains to me the side effects, what's the good chance of it actually happening, and stuff like that. Really more of my own, if I want to take the medicine. I say medicine because I don't like medicine.
A couple of weeks ago, and now go today.
My regular checkup was actually like a month ago.
Okay. So pretty frequent. Okay. Without disclosing any health conditions you may or may not be receiving medical care for, please describe the things that are important to you about your health.
My heart is functioning regularly like it should be. The beats is on time. My eyesight, is properly. Things could be wrong, but still, I want to make sure I don't go blind where I can't see.
Right.
And my joints, my limbs.
Those are all very important things. Anyone else?
I think it's just being aware, like I said, getting older, like, I like going in regular doctor because he's going to inform me of things I should be looking for, things that I could possibly be feeling or whatever, just being aware.
Okay. Okay, so of the things that you mentioned, what is most important? But I feel like you mentioned the important things, right? So you said being aware, eyesight, joints. Okay. So how does your doctor talk with you about your health? So I think you mentioned that your doctor kind of keeps in mind things that you're afraid of and kind of talks you through it. Like what sort of strategies does your doctor use to talk to you about your health? Is it kind of similar to Aaron?
For me, my doctor just encouraged me to do certain things because being a man, right, it's like, I got this macho thing where I think I'm okay. No matter what, I might feel something, different in my body, but I may feel like, no, I'm okay, I can get through it. And I think it's come from, being that, or, growing up where they say men don't cry, don't show your emotion, be hard, you'll be okay, but it's not okay because something really could be going wrong and it could be deteriorating. So my doctor encouraged me for us to, to get counseling, check with counseling, It's something scary. You really don't want to hear the doctor saying, oh, you got cancer.
So what do you most remember about the office visit and how you were treated?
For me, like my doctor, he got to know me on a personal level before anything, which I think that's very important. Finding a connection between the two of you so you feel okay, you know, telling him when something's wrong, or, you know, he explained to me that, you know, his job is to try and figure out what you're not telling him, you know, and try to make things work, because a lot of people don't know, or they don't know how to say what's wrong or whatever. But with mine, it's a personal connection and a few things that are in common. It makes it really easy and comfortable to talk about things, so that you know, I feel okay to say, hey, this is what's going on, and he's okay with telling me this is what you need to do, or something like that. I don't know. That to me stands out.
My doctor was just awesome, and the nurses, they always make me feel comfortable when it's time for me to go get my physical, or if I just gotta do a follow-up or whatever the case may be. I just feel comfortable in my doctor's office.
I like to say though, with me, it let me know that, you know, when I communicate with my doctor, it's like my mental coincide with my health. You see, because when they communicate with me, it's doing something mentally to me. Also, it's encouraging me to take care of my health, because without one or the other, you know, it just ain't working right. So it's like they build you mental just as well as encourage you to go take care of yourself physically.
Did you go alone, or did you take a spouse or family member or friend, or someone else? So, do you go alone?
I go alone because I don't have anyone to really take. Now, I got primary residency with my daughter here. She'll be going along with me now, you know. Let our dance.
Who do you remember most and why? So, I guess talking about maybe different doctors that you've had, or different nurses or medical professionals that you've had. Like, does someone stand out to you? Does an experience stand out to you?
For me, it's just like my doctor himself, you know, when he came in and started talking to me, like, it was a few months before I realized he was even my doctor.
Oh.
Just talking at a personal level, telling me about himself some, you know, we're very comfortable in that. I don't know, it just stood out to me when you actually walk out of the doctor's office and feel good, like I just had a great conversation, you know, and I'm getting something at the same time. That was remarkable.
So that kind of sounds like what you were talking about with the mental, physical.
Yes. Dr. Kennedy, she stands out to me because when I first met her, it weren't like, you know, a sad looking face. I don't know another one. She came in with a smile. She spoke. You know, she felt like, you know, I'm here to make sure you're okay. You know, we're gonna do some tests. We're gonna make sure everything's going.
Did you take or have questions in mind that you wanted to ask when you went to these visits, or on your visits? Like, do you usually have things that you want to say, or
usually before I go, I write little things down that I want to ask, because otherwise I forget.
Like, you actually write it down?
Oh yeah.
Does anyone else do that? Write things down that you want to ask you about?
No, I don't write it down, but that makes perfect sense. But I do, most of the time, remember what I had to ask my doctor and stuff like that.
What about you?
I don't write anything down because I don't really think about the questions until like I get there. Really.
So without telling me what they were you given information or follow-up directions from the doctor or medical person?
Yeah, I felt like it was pretty thorough, especially when it comes to like all of my options. And, you know, also, I mean, me personally, like, he went out of his way to make sure other things were all right, and explain to me how those other things could connect to making sure that this is fine too. So I mean, he's kind of out of his way. I really like that.
Do you feel like you were given information or follow-up directions when you had questions?
My advice, yes. I inquired about something that was very important, and you know, not only did I was given information, they also ran it off. Google it up and said, here, they brought that kind of information right to me also.
They given me like, directions and on how it would help the situation and just make it better.
Did you ask any questions about the directions you were given? Or did you just kind of take whatever they said and was like, all right, I'm going to do this?
I'm the type where I ask questions. If I don't understand something, I definitely ask questions. And especially if there's more options involved, I ask questions.
What about you?
Yeah, but I ask questions, but also that's why she Googled it up so I could read about it also. You know, sometimes, you know, if it don't sound clear for me, sometimes I can read something and get a better understanding.
So you asked a question, you got information, you got follow-up directions, you asked questions about those directions. Did you do what you were directed to do?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, my dad tried to.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
So far, yes.
Okay. Okay. And so what do you think kind of allow that whole process to happen? Like, what do you think, have you ever had an experience where maybe you didn't do what you were asked to do? And if so, what was the difference between that experience and this one that we're talking about?
For me, is I used to go to the doctors and never follow through with anything, and then years later I'd have, you know, another problem or something, and at a point, like when I met my doctor, he got on this personal level, like explained to me why I should be doing what I'm doing, you know, gave me that reason and the push I need to follow through with what I needed, and then in doing so, like, you definitely feel better, and I feel rewarded almost for doing what it's like. I feel the gains.
And for me, it was like I was instructed to do something. I did it, and I started doing like exercise. They said you need exercise, so I joined the Planet Fitness, and I started working out. Then I just don't work out now. So, you know, I'm overweight.
What would you like them to know?
I would like them to know that they should keep in mind that everybody is different. Everybody's body is different, and they may not. They also have different beliefs and ideas that you have to kind of make sure that you respect.
For me, I would just like for them to know that not some and some do and some don't have total trust and faith in them for their work. 'Cause they can make mistakes.
I mean, as long as they know that, I feel that the biggest thing is the connection between the doctor and the patient, and having that communication. Like I said, if everyone's comfortable and you can say everything that needs to be said, then you can get more done.
So what would you want them to do more of?
We don't have a problem with that. It was fine.
So all of the good things that you like about your doctor's office, is there something that you'd want them to do more of? So if they're, I don't know, I can't think of any examples. You just feel like everything's perfect where you are, all set? Okay, that's good. Good feeling to have.
More of taking time on a personal level, as opposed to just rushing into a room, asking questions and out the room. Taking those few minutes, I think, means a lot.
And lastly, what would you want them to stop doing?
Stop telling me to be there at 1 and calling me back there at 2:15.
Seems like everyone was kind of touched by that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do you encounter that?
Mm-hmm. That's what they can do more of. Call us on time. Call more of us on time.
Do you think that that might stop some people from going, or like, do you think it affects if people show up at all?
Well, I mean, it's kind of a two-way street. Like I said, I asked for, I want them to take some more time to do on a personal level, but at the same time, I know they have busy schedules and they have to try to keep all this, you know what I mean?
I would like for them to stop, you know, limited their time to like from 8 to 4 and maybe start shifts, you know, where people can get there and be seen and get out, you know, instead of doctors just seeing all these patients here and they be behind schedule. Maybe they should just start shifts where, you know, you work from 8 to 4, then 4 to 12 and 12 to 7 in the morning, something like that maybe.
So just more like all around?
All around, I think things will get done much better and people will be more pleased.
Do you think people would be more likely to go to
Yeah,
the doctor
yeah.
if there was more shifts?
You got people that is employed, you got people that, you have things to do for taking care of their kids, and they be pushing for it, have to find babysitting, but babies, they had this all around shift.
I think what I would like for them to stop doing kind of goes to what I said earlier about like different people's bodies and everything, because I know that there's times when they'll take the weight and their height and the BMI, I think it's called, won't be matched up for their age, but everybody's different and everybody grows at a different pace and everybody, so it's to tell somebody that you're overweight when they exercise day in and day out and every day at least for an hour or something. It's like, well, am I unhealthy? So just knowing your patients and knowing how to like correctly diagnose, I guess.
Healthy Baby Network. Every mother, every baby.